Good morning guys, so welcome back to another video. It's currently 8 in the morning here in Scotland, so it's not too early, but I am knackered because I actually have a 9 to 5 job that I work during the week. However, there's something to show you. This is, I'll just beat the camera up. This is the Canon 5D, the original one, with the 150 to 500 Sigma lens on it. I bought myself a new camera. If you've ever felt yourself being like Sid from Toy Story,
it came! It finally came!
I realised that that's exactly how I felt coming home yesterday. That I reached out to someone on eBay called Liam. I will put a screenshot up now of his tag and his shop. I cannot thank him enough because I ordered this on Thursday. I seen it, I bought it, but then I messaged him asking if it could be any chance it could be delivered before Saturday, and here we are. I had it yesterday before me even coming home from work at 2:30 in the afternoon. This beast,
the big one,
was in my house waiting on me. So Liam, thank you very much. Check him out, I highly recommend him. So anyway guys, let's get on with the video. Haha, so we are back at the RSPB, my little happy haven place. As I've said a million times before, but it is good to have this back in the hand. I will tell you, it is good to have it back in the hand. So let's see what I can capture here. There has been sightings of mandarin ducks, which look like this, a wee thing up at the side here. There are also been sightings of ospreys. There's been sightings of marsh hares. Marsh harriers, sorry. There have been sightings of... Sorry, I'm looking at all the ducks flying above me. They're going from the... I can't even show you, I can. They're going from this side of the loch to that side. So it's quite cool. I've seen them flying. So I just hope that I can get what I get. I can see a big smile on my face. I'm like a kid in a candy shop. So let's get cracking. So I was coming back to the car and just about right above my finger, oh god, lost focus again, there's a little white-throated dipper and it was in the water and it was swimming along from here. It might actually be in the water at the moment, so I'm going to jump away there now and I'll show you the photos that I get from it. Well, that concludes our little walk today. I am heading back to the car. I think I got some nice images from what I'm used to. So you can be the judge of it. Now, they're nothing special, they're just shots because I just come to the RSPB for me. If I do get to go somewhere exotic, then trust me, the effort we put in. But I do put effort into all my shots. But in 4 weeks' time, I'm heading up to Pitlochry, so that'll be some good ones to get some proper nice Scottish landscape shots, and we'll see what we get from there. Until next time guys, remember, like, subscribe and follow along for more journeys. Cheers guys, bye bye. I just want to chime in on a little bit of information, just in case some people look at the images who aren't aware of what the Canon 5D actually is as a camera. It has no auto ISO functionality, you have to set it, and anything above 500 is pretty much non-existent for using, but for usability in low light situations. So today was pretty low light, so I had my ISO at 500, I had the aperture set on the lens at f8. I've always done that with the Sigma lenses. That's the sharpest. Anything under that, it's okay. It's not great, but I just like to try and get the best possible sort of settings out of what I dial into the camera. So for me, that's normally on more modern setups. It's normally all ISO, f8, and I adjust the shutter speed to match the focal length at a minimum. But unfortunately, with that old camera, you have to dial in the shutter speed. So some of the shutter speeds were actually really low. Like when I went to go and shoot the wee right throat dipper, for me to get something that was reading the correct exposure was 1/20th of a second. And I even brought the lens wide open, which is 6.3, and I could only really get 1/40th of a second. It was just too slow for getting any shots with that wee thing dipping around at the water. I could have went higher in ISO, but it honestly brings in so much noise, and it's just not worth it for what I'm trying to do. So I just thought I'd clear that up, that some pictures don't look the best and some pictures do. I mean, I think I personally I'm mid-edit at the moment. I'm actually just about to do something else. I kind of just came away from it, so I stepped back out to the garage just to kind of clear that bit up there, that with older technology you have a lot of trade-offs. So like I said, I have no auto ISO. You do have it, but you need to shoot full automatic, and I'm not for that. Especially when you buy a camera like a 5D, you want to dial in the settings that you want, that you like. So for me, 500 ISO, it's clean, it's still clean, and it still gives you a fast enough shutter speed. So like I said, I just thought I'd clear up. That was roughly the sort of settings that we were using. So it was ISO 500, we were shooting at f8 majority of the time. The reason being I like doing that is it almost makes it like a fixed focal, a fixed aperture lens, but it's at its sharpest. It's the sharpest at 150 and it's the sharpest at 500. So it makes it easier. Yes, I could have stepped it down to 6.3, sorry, and had it the same, but 6.3 is a bit soft, so I would rather take the trade-off on it, and I've always done that. Even when I had the big contemporary one, which is the 600mm variant of it, just 150 to 600, I did the same thing. f8 all the way through, nothing changed. So I just thought I'd clear that up for you, just so you understand. So a bit more information for you. It's not a modern camera, and I don't treat it like one. I treat it old. The lens is old, the camera's old, and I actually adore it. I adore the colours that comes out of it. Now I have corrected all the colours that are in here, and the post-processing, so they've all had my little kind of profile that I have on it, the way that I like the images to look. So yes, some people say that when you shoot a 5D, you tend to just shoot it and leave the colour profile alone. Just leave it at the camera, done. But yeah, I've got my own feel for it. That's why we're all photography and artists when it comes to this. We've all got our own feel, we all have our own look, and that's the whole point of it. So please bear that in mind when you're watching the video. So cheers.